siesta. No, you're not allowed to sleep. I just started streaming. I'm gonna do some LARP. I'm making a really nasty sacrifice right now. I sacrificed 4 of my M120s in order to carry harpoons. You cannot see them on the wings, but they are there. And I'm gonna be nuking the carriers soon. I actually don't know how much range they have. Like, technically 200 kilometers, but I don't know if that is like very high up. They have to be launched very high up, or if they cruise that long while on deck. Is this missile coming at me? No, it's not. Hello, Cletus. Hello, Sake. Carrier may not respawn if destroyed. That doesn't matter. They are merging. Oh, I think somebody just died. Nice. Cheeky Maverick is logged in. Alright, I have visual on a carrier, so let's pick it up. Is it this one? Yeah. Alright. Harpoons out. I know I could have probably launched it from further away, but I was... yeah, whatever, doesn't matter. Gear. It would be funny if somebody just spawns in there and eats shit to that shit missile. Mirage. Crushed. Yay, 1 missile wasted. Like, bro, you're flying a Mirage. You don't even have to recommit head on towards me. You have Micas. You just fire those motherfuckers off port side. That way you don't have to panic defending. Like, you fire those shit from high bore side all the time. That means you will be closer to the notch and get defensive. You cannot always assume the other guy is not gonna counterfire on you and see you. Harpoons barely don't do much damage, I would imagine. I'm gonna climb. Climb. There's a runway there. Oh, my flaps were out this whole time. Cool. I don't see that many people. They're probably all playing on this area, so I'm kind of just wasting my time playing here. So we have one dude on this runway. He is not taking off yet. Oh no, that's him. Never mind. He did take off. Just gonna wait for him to come closer. try shooting down bullets, stupid fucking retard. Oh. Alright, well, guys, there you go. That's the stream. 8 minutes is all it took. That's the stream, guys. Game's over. I'm monster hunting with Nova. Nice. Haven't played in ages. I guess I just didn't get super hooked to that game anyway. Okay, well, there you go. Well, harpoons maybe are goated, bro. I think the best way to fire him is try to make sure the carrier is like side aspect. Because if they hit in the front, it's barely gonna do jack shit. I don't know. Maybe I just got lucky. Stream over. Well, see if there's any other stupid retards playing another match, and we're gonna follow them. Don't know where these guys are. I would imagine that's a player landing or something. I literally don't know. So that one right there is the runway, I gotta be careful there. One of them just exploded. But now I wanna see who the fuck this is. Just doing circles on the deck.
Attention to the designated grid square.
That's a player. I don't know what he's doing. Now thankfully there's a few meters of difference between sea level and the airfield, so if I fly super low here on the water, I don't think the Ethos will be able to fire at me. No, I don't think that's a player. I was wrong.
Attention to the map.
And of course it doesn't hit. Alright. Barely flew a whole fucking sword and these motherfuckers are all gone.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
That is one thing I don't understand. They also have France on their side, so that's literally the strongest nation at 14.0. Technically. Like, you have somebody who is autistic and they know how to fly the Mirage, like, they will absolutely annihilate all the lobbies. But also, they have stuff like the Hornet, which I guess it's also, like, somewhat difficult to fly. But then, you would have something like the F-15E, which is probably one of the easiest planes to do well with, because you just fly in orbit, you become almost untouchable. And you just fire missiles at people and kill them. Like, It's really fucking simple. But no, these motherfuckers use literally the best plane they have to be fucking cowards and do PvE. And whenever somebody shoots at them or look at them ugly, they just fucking gay out or iron them or I don't fucking know, man. Go my ram. See, like, this is literally how they play the best plane they have. Like, he reacted like 8 seconds too late. I don't know what to tell you, man. Matter of fact, I'll see if I can fucking find a match for using the F-15E, and I'm gonna use that shit. Just drive the fucking point across. What's he gonna do? Oh, he's gonna jay out or crash. That's what he did. That's how they play the best plane they have. Yeah. For me, that's literally beyond laughable. I might as well just shut up before I start ranting again. Geez, stream's over. Simply flew. Nah. I guess I just need to drink more water, but I cannot be asked. I'm way too busy playing the game. See you around, pizza, bye-bye. I can feel when I'm safe. Yes, the altitude and speed on the F-15E, but how can I realize that? Well, you micromanage your radar as much as you can to make sure nobody sneaks up on you. That's what you do. And the problem is, the faster and higher up you go, the more you're gonna have to micromanage your radar to make sure you're covering all the angles possible and you know where everyone is. At the same time, like, having a reaction time of not 8 business days might actually help when somebody's shooting at you. Just saying. So that's one thing you need to keep in mind about any plane, really, but especially the F-15E, because it can get so fast and so high so easily. Like, for any plane, the higher up you go, the more awareness you are required to maintain by all means necessary. Because if you stay high up too much, you become more vulnerable. Like, there might be people who see you and you have no idea where they're coming from. And also because if you point your radar down, because the angle is so steep, you basically end up covering less area of the sky at closer distances. So basically, if you're flying very high, you need to micromanage your radar more. If I was on the deck like here, for example, I just point my radar in front with a very flat, narrow scan like this, and I can already cover like most of the map in front of me, like 70 kilometers ahead. But if I'm flying high up and my radar is tilted down like very, very steeply, like, I will not be able to cover enough area of the sky to know where everyone is. I would have to be more accurate with it. And that's the issue. So if you stay high up, you stay very fast for too long, especially if you're pushing towards the enemy side of the map, then it's just gonna be a lot more difficult to maintain awareness. Holy fuck, not a single American is flying. Oh, they moved to a different Denmark. This is a split lobby, by the way. I believe it's a split lobby. It's gotta be. Kursk. Another Denmark. I'm pretty sure I saw this lobby before I joined mine, and it was like 1 hour in, and there's still a fuck ton of players going, and it's quote-unquote fresh. So this really makes me believe it's a split lobby. But as for the match, I was just playing. I don't know where all the fucking guys went. I don't think... Do we play this one? You know what? I'm gonna join this one just to kick them out. Thunderclouds, evening. That's dog shit. Let me... Where's my phone? Let me make a quick drawing for you. I'm gonna go to paint. I'm gonna do this. It's very easy to understand. So here's the ground, or the water, whatever, same thing. Let's imagine you're flying the F-15, or any plane really. You're flying on the deck, like this, going this direction. Now just pointing your radar forward will basically scan like all this area and all of this, right? So basically you just point your radar forward and the vertical scanning angles are basically just gonna be enough to spot the entire battlefield, right? And maybe you can point the radar up a little bit, like this, and there you go. If somebody is like LARPing at medium to high altitude around here, you will be able to see them, right? So if somebody is LARPing, you will see them. Somebody is medium altitude, you will see them. And like micromanaging your radar if you're flying on the deck is really fucking easy, right? However, if you're flying really high, like this, and you have multiple targets at different altitudes, for example, or different locations, then if you point your radar down, you're gonna have to be more accurate on where you point it in order to detect the guy, like this, right? So you're not detecting him just yet. Maybe in a couple seconds you will, but you can see that the angle is so much steeper, it becomes a lot more difficult to maintain proper awareness of where the guys are. Same for this guy. You're gonna have to accurately point the radar to the altitude where he is going in order to pick him up. At the same time, on mechanical radars, so anything that isn't top tier, if you're flying way too fast, right, and you're staying up there, once again, you're gonna have multiple targets on different altitudes or whatever, people that might see you or not. And because you're going so fast, that means you're gonna have less time available to actually point your radar in the correct direction to find any given target. So you probably have like a 5 seconds window, so to say, to pick up this guy because he is getting a little bit too close. And if you miss, then you're not gonna see him. And if you don't see him, then he's gonna just come up in here, maybe he sees you and he's gonna fucking kill you from below. So staying high and staying fast are going to require you to micromanage your radar a fuck ton more, because you need to be more accurate with how you point it and where you point it, etc., right? And that's the issue. So on planes like the F-15, especially, well, specifically the F-15E, like, it's very easy to fuck up because the plane can just get so fucking fast, so high, so quickly, that you kind of get like tunnel vision, like, oh, my plane keeps accelerating, let's keep climbing. And then you end up in the contrails without realizing, and everyone in the map sees you. And if somebody has IFF'd you already, and they turn off their radar, and you just don't happen to see them in time, then congratulations, you just died. Big map selection. Yeah, you're seeing this shit, bro? This is what everyone is playing. Well, I don't know why these motherfuckers are playing this map, but I'm gonna make sure to give them a good time. at the end of the day, my fun matters more than theirs. So, if they want to have fun, they better be good at the game and lock in. Notice how immediately after takeoff, I'm already paying attention to everywhere around me with my radar. And also, if you pay attention to my gameplay, I try to not fly too high at all times. Like, I fly a little bit high, maybe between 3 and 6 kilometers. That's kind of all I need, really. If I fly way too high, then my situational awareness is gonna be a lot more limited. Where is this dude? Visual? Oh, he turned. He is doing something. Is it going gold? I'm gonna lock him on radar, see maybe he panics and turns around or something. No, he is flaring. So there seems to be a sentient creature flying plane that actually knows how to react. Now, most uncomfortable thing about this map is that every single motherfucker is multipathing.
We are losing.
Did he turn around? I don't know. This missile is not gonna do jack shit because he is multipathing. That's him. Oh, he shot down my missile. Yeah, well, there you fucking go. Guess what? He's gonna J out. He's gonna be so fucking funny if he J's out. Nah, go fuck yourself. See, for example, that guy who's in the cons, this is a very small map. It's so incredibly easy to get surprised or be taken off guard on this fucking map. So if you're gonna stay up there, sure, up to you. But you better prepare yourself to maintain awareness as much as possible to avoid being surprised by somebody who's sneaking up to you. So if you're just way too lazy to micromanage your radar properly and whatnot, and you're not very good at maintaining awareness, then going high up and staying up there for too long, it's gonna bite you in the ass very quickly. Simple as that. So like, nothing wrong with being up high, but you just have to do it properly. Now, if I didn't have any more guys in front of me, I would be able to sneak up into that contrail larper and do something about it. But F-16 to my left. Where? There. I see him. $15 right there. I want to see if this F-16 turns around or does something so I can kill him. He's right there. Nah, he's going somewhere. Maybe he just died. I don't know. An F-16 just got killed. So, could be him. I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna bait him into pitching up so this motherfucker cannot multipath. Like this, you see he's pitching up because he is very smart. I don't know if my missile... Oh, it did. It was just wondering if it was gonna pull into him or not. I see somebody else. Bye-bye F-16. Bye-bye F-15. Now, sadly, on this map, I cannot fly above them too well because there's too many clouds. Where is this? No, this guy is taking off from this. Yeah, from here. There's somebody in front. What's that? That's a teammate. Alright, this guy is very likely taking off already, so I'm gonna see if I can pick him up. That's probably an AI. Okay, there's somebody taking off. I want to also have a look at this runway here. Also somebody take... No, that's... No. No, that's an AI plane. There... Okay, maybe there's somebody taking off. Yeah, there is. Alright, so one person in here taking off. Let's see if we can get visual on him and dunk him from space with an 9M. He's already distracted with somebody else. Right there. Right there. Oh, I launched that one way too late. My bad. Too fast. This one surely hits. Yeah, it did. Alright. Oh. Alright, where's the other dude that was taking off? Somebody in there. I just saw somebody dropping a fuck ton of flares. So maybe they snuck past me already or something. Yeah, I think... Nope, there's still someone there. Alright. So the guy that was on the other runway had taken off already a while ago. Someone there. Yep, another player. I lost him. Maybe I'm stupid. Where'd he go? It's him? Oh, it's him, yeah. Well, let's see if... Why is my radar just being retarded, bro? Come on, just fucking maintain track of the dude.
Attention to the map.
Literally, he's not even reacting. He's probably gonna eat that, hopefully. Yep. Lucky I'm not built for top tier. When I get radar pings on my RWR, I'm used to feeling pretty safe because radars are ass at lower BRs and don't actually see me half the time. That's fair. Yeah. It really depends. Like, if you have a very decent RWR and you can assume that the guy pinging you doesn't even have a pulse Doppler radar, it might be just be a normal radar that just dog shit because of ground clutter, then you can most of the time just assume they don't see you. That's fine. On top tier, however, you receive a ping from within 20 kilometers away, you already have to start reacting to them. Like, if you get a ping from 20 kilometers away, you can never really assume they are, like, ignoring you or something. You always have to be proactive. And not be naive, not by choice, so to say. Hello, Hornet. I think it's over for you, buddy. He's trying to reverse a Hornet. This guy is actually just clueless. Don't steal my fucking kill. How dare you? Another Hornet. How many kills do I have? I have 9 kills in a single sortie already. About to have 10 if this... Wow, alright.
Thank you.
I wish I had a fucking missile, bro. He doesn't even care that I'm shooting at him. Okay, there we go. See, 9 kills in a single sortie, and I literally feel like I'm doing the most basic shit. They play a flat map, they don't even multipath correctly, they're just blind, they ignore me. So on, so on. Just fly the C10 and see the whole map. True, or the F2. Although the C10 is more nasty because it has modern fox trees. And a really fucking dangerous fox tree that is. Like, the only reason why the C10 doesn't turbo annihilate lobbies in a similar way than the F2 does is because of the low missile count. But with the Kafir C10, if you actually want somebody dead, you can just absolutely fucking kill them regardless of their skill level. Like, the thing is actual fucking bullshit. The F2 is still just as massively overpowered, but it probably also requires a little bit more brain, because you only have sparrows. And you have 4 infrared missiles, which are like free kills. The AM3 is just bullshit too. But at least you have to like get up close and personal. You also cannot really LARP. You're not very fast. Your fuel efficiency is dog shit.
Air brake on. Warning. Fuel
Like
low.
with a Kafir, it's kind of like just brain off, go collect free kills. The F2 is kind of the same, but you have to not be stupid.
Air brake on.
Like with the Kafir, you can basically just run away from a lot of things. With the F2, kind of you just have to take the fights.
Air brake on. Warning.
Because you're not catching anyone, you're not outrunning anyone either. 2 of the most insanely fucking bullshit planes at 13.0.
Air brake on. Warning. Low. Bingo.
Like, you consider the fact that the FRF Ice is at the same VR as the Kafir. And they basically kind of serve the same role of being like quote-unquote dogshit airframes with modern Fox 3s. Well, the F4F Ice doesn't even have an HMD, doesn't even have an ACE. At the fly model, it is probably even more dodge than the Kafir, because for the Kafir you can at least pull hard and you can do slow speed stuff when you need to. So if you play aggressive correctly and stall fight people, you can cook in the Kafir. And also your missiles can somewhat win a dogfight for you. The F4F Ice is like, well, you're a boat. And if somebody gets a little bit too close to you, congratulations, you're dead. Oh, you're flying a little bit too high on the F4F Ice, and you lose way too much lift because of the altitude. Congratulations, you cannot reach the notch in time, and you just died again. Most C-10s are flown by absolute troglodytes, dude. Like 70% of C-10s I fight against are exactly like that. You would see them flying high up in the contrails, going Mac Jesus towards you. And they literally sacrifice all of their altitude because they just decide to zoom in straight towards you. Like massively hyper tunnel vision towards you. And they wing rip. And they fucking die.
Thank you. Air, none, lock, low. Air, none, lock, low. Lock, lock.
Go my ram ram. My plane look like my plane feels weird to fly. Maybe because of the altitude and I'm a little bit too heavy. He's recommitting. It's too far away though. Ah, fuck it. He didn't fire, so he is overreacting. Probably a little bit too late. Yeah, there you go. Now, probably some people already snuck below me, because there was a couple of guys who took off. So I wanna try to point my radar down, see if I can find them. Maybe my teammates already dealt with them. That's a stray missile. Oh, somebody here. Enemy attackers. That could be an AI plane. He is not going very fast, like a player would. I see somebody all the way up there, though. I wonder what that is. Surveillance? Oh, it's a teammate. Okay. There's an airfield right here. I don't see anyone. This could be a teammate. Let's have a look. Teammate, okay. Debris. That's an AI. Where's everyone? Oh, there's only 4 of them left. Cool. So we did our job of kicking them out.
Attention to the map.
I love to believe that I'm doing all these motherfuckers a favor by teaching them the consequences of playing a fucking dog shit map. This one is a player. Where is he? There. See, because this guy is so close to me, I cannot really gamble and assume he is not going to see me. Maybe he will, too late. And if I'm naive, and he fires a missile point blank into my face, I will not be able to dodge it. So you can see I'm already, like, preemptively going defensive, trying to crank into one side of the radar and whatnot. Okay, he died. Like, there is absolutely no reason why you should fly head-on straight towards a target that is that close. What is happening there? There's somebody firing a lot of bullets. Or was. Oh, could have been a convoy. Okay, so maybe a teammate just flew above it. Nothing on this runway. What about this one? Something? Or something. 15 again. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna break his radar log like this. Get into a perfect notch. Drop a tiny little bit of chaff. And there we go, his radar log is gone. He might be tunnel vision pointing his nose at me. So usually that means they left multipath, which he did. Respawn again, same runway. How many are there? 4 still. That's why it will never be moved on BR. Yeah, because it's flown by retards. It's like the people who used to fly the F-15A. There's a reason you got moved down. I should get into capture point. We're not necessarily winning this hard enough. Oh, there's a bad guy there? Bro, it's literally an American plane. Just shoot something in his direction and he's either gonna crash or jay out or wing rip. Or best case scenario, he just fucking eats the missile regardless. It's a fucking F-15. Like, I mean... He's flying straight towards the runway, so he's gonna get shot down by Ethos. That'll be funny. Hey, that's the mentality that I had when I bully people in GTA Online. To teach them that life isn't fair and that you need to learn how to defend yourself properly. I mean, yeah, if you feel entitled to immunity, then you're just being naive. It's like on this map, or any map really, ever since they buffed the airfield defenses from Rolands into Ethos, right? Ever since they buffed the Rolands into Ethos, like, the Ethos are just overall so much fucking better than the Rolands and so much more reliable. Like, it's basically a guaranteed 10-kilometer death bubble. Like, if you're very close to the deck, and you're engaged by Ethos, you might be able to just run away from the missile before it catches you, but if you're caught off guard and you're flying like at medium altitude or high altitude and you get within the range of Ethos, like the very moment they fire at you, you're gonna be dead, because at high altitude your maneuverability is not gonna be enough for you to evade. And also, at high altitude it also means that the Ethos missile gets faster and stays faster for longer, so you just fucking die. Like, it's basically a guaranteed 12-kilometer death bubble. And people still would complain about spawn camping. Like, you already have Ethos on your airfield. I don't know how many more kilometers of immunity you want to have. Like, I don't know how many more kilometers you want to fly like a fucking zombie in a straight line while multipathing without being engaged by anyone. Like, you're not entitled to immunity. This is a PvP game mode. If you don't like people playing the PvP aspect of it against you, this might not be the game for you. Just go back to DCS. Simple as that. Also, we're talking about higher BRs like this, where a particular fucking nation has the best GPS-guided weapons for long-range bombing and CAS, and these motherfuckers don't even know how to use them. So if you complain about spawn camping, it might be a fucking skill issue, because you don't know how to drop the bombs from far enough away to not be engaged. Or, hear me out, just play the PvP part of the game like you're supposed to, stop complaining. It's like you're not entitled to immunity, again. You're not entitled to be left alone just because you're afraid your feelings are gonna get hurt. That's a player. The people who join? No. Like, on one hand, it's really fucking, I guess, spiteful and mean from me to say that kind of thing. But also, like, this fucking game mode gets advertised as a fucking PvE grindfest by a bunch of fucking retarded YouTubers. So everyone comes into this fucking game mode with the expectations and with the idea of being able to do PvE in peace, regardless of the VR they join. I guess maybe if you want to do PvE at very low VRs where people don't even have radars and you can just basically sneak past everyone because nobody will find you, sure, you can just go bore yourself to death in there. But at high tiers, like, you need to man the fuck up, bro. He's recommitting. And he's dead. What are you gonna do, Jaya? See, I don't know what he's doing. It's also their choice to play this map. It's also my choice to play this map. The only difference is I'm actually playing it the way it's supposed to. If you didn't like it, you should have just gone back to Denmark and maybe not left the match that was playing earlier. So again, how many more kilometers of immunity do you want to have on your runways? Why do people feel entitled to be left alone? Oh, did I get nuked by the SPA? Oh, no. Never mind. No, I died to a fucking retard. That's what happened. I'm gonna keep killing these guys until they try and leave. I tried the Mi-29K yet? No, I haven't tried it. It's gonna take a while because I also ran out of premium account entirely. So that is gonna take at least 2 weeks for me to get. And also because I try to not be a hypocrite bitch like many YouTubers are. I am not gonna spend money in this game. So I ran out of premium account, that's it. I'm not gonna buy anymore. If I don't like the current state of the game, I'm not gonna spend money on it. Like at most, the only thing I'm gonna do is maybe create a couple more slop videos of like kill montage of me using the Hornet and streaming. That's literally all the advertising that War Thunder or Gaijin is gonna get from me, advertising their game. And thankfully my community is like really fucking small, so I'm basically just advertising my game to like, I don't know, 20 people at most at any given time. Because for the most part, people who watch my streams or are basically just click on and watch for like 5 minutes and then they get bored and move on. Which, it's the way it is, like I'm not complaining, but you know, like my audience is not particularly big whatsoever, so my influence as a content creator is just very minimal, thankfully. So, yeah, it's funny seeing all these fucking dogshit large content creators just make videos and bitching about the game. And then they proceed to still keep making content on them and review all the new premiums and all the new slop. So you're basically bitching about the game, and then the next day you keep advertising it and drawing a significant amount of new players to the game, which are, by the way, going to spend money on it. So you can tell the active player base to stop spending money in the game, but as a content creator you're not doing your part. So sure, maybe the people who currently play the game stop spending money on it, but as a content creator you're still making content and advertising the game for newcomers. I think he's recommitting towards the missile, isn't he? Well, is he dead? I don't know what I locked in there, but he got very damaged.
Air brake on. Air brake on.
Hello.
Air brake on. Air brake on.
He's very far away from his runway, so we'll be able to bully him. I forgot I have night vision. Handy. Especially when the weather is this dog shit. You know, if you flare like this, you're only going to make yourself visible. So. See, like, I barely just took off and I'm already on the other side of the map because this map is so fucking small. So if you are a somewhat smart person and you're getting your ass beat by multiple factors on this map, not only by players but because of multiple factors, like, you know, the fact that the map is so fucking small, then if you had some resemblance of pattern recognition, you would not play this map again, especially at this VR. For lower VRs, sure, absolutely, it's fun and playable and somewhat less dog shit. But you're basically playing top tier in a fucking chicken coop of a map. So this map is 64 by 64, and these grid squares are basically like the immunity bubble of the airfield, maybe a little bit more. So technically, like 25% of the map is already covered in air defenses. This guy is going gold. Is this missile going towards me though? No, it's not. Imagine flying an F-15 and getting run down by Hornet. So here's a question for notching. When I'm vertical notching, do I do the loop in a shape that's 90 degrees perpendicular to the Earth or to the radar? The radar. Notching is always relative to the radar that is locking you. So either a plane's radar or a missile's radar. So if somebody fires a missile at me, and it's coming specifically from this direction, all I have to do is just fly perpendicular to it, stay inside the notch, and maybe just loop a little bit. Like, the looping is basically just so you can fool the inertial navigation of the missile. So the missile has a harder time reacquiring you. Where is this dude? Where did he go? I think he map bordered on purpose. Oh, okay. If he did, then he is probably closer to this area then. Maybe right there. I see a few dots. Somebody exploded. There. No, that was not the guy. There's a hornet somewhere. Maybe he died already and I wasn't paying attention to the kill feed. Oh, there he is. Right there. I'm going to notch his radar and fool it. I have visual on him. Thankfully he's very slow, so that missile is gonna take a decent amount of time reaching me. Missile missed. He's dead. Notching doesn't have anything to do with the Earth or anything. It's always relative to the radar. Because the way notching works, or the way pulse Doppler radars work, is that they detect closure. So pulse Doppler radars only detect things that are flying towards the radar or away from it. If I fly perpendicular to a pulse Doppler radar like this, say for example there's a guy in here, I'm flying perpendicular to it, then for his radar it's gonna look like I am not getting any closer to him or further away from him, because I'm neither flying towards him or flying away from him. So my closure is basically zero. And because my closure is basically zero, the radar basically thinks, oh, this thing is not moving, so it's gonna be the ground. So it gets filtered out. That's how notching works. So here I'm gonna do it exactly against this incoming missile. So if I fly perpendicular to the missile and deploy chaff, it's gonna look like I am neither flying towards the missile or away from it. So the pulse Doppler seeker on the missile is not gonna be able to see me. Man, this guy is shitting away all of his missiles. Go my AIM-9M. Show him the American bias. When someone is firing directly above, I'd essentially do horizontal turns. I guess, yeah, basically. Give me a second. Okay. Well, I just got raped by the AI. If somebody is firing directly above, I essentially do horizontal turns. Well, yeah, as long as you're flying perpendicular to the radar. Basically, yeah. So if somebody is coming directly from on top, perfectly from on top, you would basically be doing like circles on the ground. But again, that's just basically a coincidence, so to say. The ground has nothing to do with notching.
Bravo.
That's so many teammates. I don't have any... Yeah, I don't have any air-to-ground loadouts made. Thing is, I don't think it's worth it to make air-to-ground loadouts on this plane, specifically for Sim EC, because you just end up sacrificing so many PvP weapons in order to shoot vehicles on the ground, so it's kind of pointless, at least for me. I don't know if I want to respawn again. I kind of want to make sure we win. Like, I don't care about winning, I just need them to lose. Am I a mouse and keyboard? Yes. Okay, my understanding was essentially pulse Doppler looks for relative movement versus surrounding terrain, but it's relative to radar. Gotcha. I think technically yes, because here I have a little picture I did on my Discord server. Learn to play radar tutorial. So I have a bunch of little pictures explaining how pulse Doppler bullshit works. So here's an example, right? So here you have your radar. This is like simplified, of course. There might be like some underlying things that I skipped, but for the most part, this is how it works. So you have a plane that has a pulse Doppler radar, and this pulse Doppler radar emits radio waves at 1000 Hertz. Now, when these radio waves hit a stationary target like a tree or the ground, then those radio waves don't get affected. They don't get compressed or anything. So they bounce back towards your radar receiver at the exact same frequency. And because they are the same frequency, they get cancelled out, so to say. They get filtered out and ignored. However, if you send a radio wave towards a target that is coming towards you or away from you, those radio waves get either compressed or decompressed because of the target's movement. So for example, when the radio waves hit these moving targets, they get compressed and the frequency increases and creates a Doppler shift. So this shift in frequency is detected by the radar, and the radar says, oh shit, there's a frequency shift right here, so this means there is a target moving away from me or towards me. Now, if you fly perpendicular to the radar, you are neither flying towards it or away from it. That means that when the radio waves hit your plane that is notching, they will go back to the receiver at basically the exact same frequency they came out. So basically the radar thinks it's hitting terrain, so it just filters it out. So the way pulse Doppler radars filter targets that are flying close to the ground is that they only pick up the little signals or radar returns that actually have a Doppler shift. Everything else gets ignored. Basically, that's a very simplistic way to understand how it works. So here, there you go, notching. So if the guy is flying perpendicular to the radar, is neither flying towards it or flying away from it. When the radio waves hit the vehicle, and they don't suffer any shift in frequency, so they get filtered out. So the radar cannot detect the target. At least it pulse Doppler filtering. If this radar has irregular like pulse filtering, low, so like I think it's low pulse repetition frequency, whatever, they will detect the echo and go for it, but that kind of filtering is very susceptible to ground clutter, but you know, somewhat irrelevant. But this is basically how notching actually affects the way pulse Doppler radars work. So no, it doesn't have anything to do with terrain per se. Like the pulse Doppler radar only picks up stuff that is moving towards or away from it. And because it's only detecting quote-unquote moving things, then it ignores the ground because the ground is not moving. Makes sense in regards to the part effect, like a terrain coming at you, CS when it moves away is a change in tone, yeah. I mean, well, so because the ground doesn't move, but your plane does, like technically there's a little bit of Doppler shift when the radio waves hit the ground, because again, your plane is moving. But that is already like, I guess like filtered out initially, even before the radio waves reach the radar receiver. So like the plane already knows exactly what Doppler shift to expect from the ground. So if it picks up anything different than what the radar is expecting to receive, then that means it's a target that is moving.
Attention to the map.
A crucial part at high tiers is the velocity gate on the PD gets narrower and narrower to where you need to be at true 90 degrees. Technically yes, but you need to keep in mind that notching is not about a specific angle, it's about closure. So if you're trying to notch while flying really fast, that means it's a lot easier to cause a Doppler shift on the radar because you're going so fast. So if I'm going, I don't know, Mach 2 for example, and I commit towards the incoming radar just 1 degree, that single degree is gonna be enough to cause a significant Doppler shift and the radar will be able to see me again. If I was notching while going very slow, however, my closure is minimized significantly, so I could maybe recommit like 5 degrees towards the incoming radar and it still won't be able to see me because my plane is so slow. And even if I recommit towards the radar itself, like my plane is going so slow that the Doppler shift that I'm causing on the radar is way too minimal and it still gets filtered out, so to say. So for simplicity, yeah, sure, it's notching requires you to reach a 90-degree angle preferably, but flying slower allows you to notch more reliably because flying slower means that you're not really causing a very aggressive shift compared to going fast. Is this guy a teammate? I see somebody in cons. It's a teammate, oh, okay. Hello, Yelu. Hello, 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 hello. How is Sim this day is really fucking boring, dude. Destroy bombers? I want to destroy bombers. Dude, these people are stupid. Well done. Destroy bombers E6, so they already passed me somewhere. Where are they? Wait, I'm contrailing. What? Where the fuck are those bombers? Destroy bombers east. Well, I don't see jack shit. They might already be on their way back. I think there's a couple dudes in there being violent towards another. Oh, hello. This guy is panic flaring, doing something. Oh yeah, the bombers are already going away. That's cool. Go my M120. Show them violence. I'm gonna be honest, I think from my perspective, they are camping their own airfield. They are literally refusing to leave the airfield threshold they're on. Stray missile. There's the guy. This guy is running towards his runway. Look. That's the bad guy. Steering around. See, like, no wonder this fucking retards get spawned down. Like, you know you can always just leave the fucking match. Like, you're staying in the match, but you're refusing to play the game. How the fuck does that make sense inside your head? Back to his runway. There he goes. Get fucked, bro. Leave the fucking match. If you're not gonna play the game, then just leave. And literally accomplishing jack shit by camping his runway. Side note, your turn seems gradual and smooth. I have used WASD before and used mouse look, but that results in jerking motions. Oh, okay, so that's because I have a special type of keyboard that has analog keys. So I can reconfigure the keys on my keyboard to behave as if they are the joysticks on an Xbox controller. So basically, even though it's a keyboard, if I press the key very softly, I get a very soft input. And if I press it all the way, then of course I get full input. That's the reason. That is the because. It's because my keyboard has analog keys. I think depending on the brand, they're also called Hall effect or HAL effect, something like that. But yeah, the keys basically have like a little laser sensor inside, and it actually detects how far the key is pressed, and that gives you an analog input. There's a bunch of AI here. Go, my ram. Damn, that motherfucker almost missed.
Attention to the map.
Against dudes that are literally flying in a straight line. Go, Ram. Ram. Wow, this guy sucks at evading missiles. You see that shit? Where's the enemy team? There's only one dude left. I see something here. Looks like a triangle. Oh, bad guy? He's gonna get raped by the fucking convoy. Watch. I think he's gonna get annihilated. No, maybe not. he was lucky enough to disengage into the correct direction where the convoy is not shooting. However, aim-120, go, 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 aim-120, aim-120, aim-120. Go, kill the multi-pepper. Oh no, fire 2, because 2 is always better than 1, right?
Warning, fuel low. Warning, fuel low.
Ah, yes, the F-15E players that are addicted to wasting everyone else's time. Back to his airfield. It's time to run. Can't wait to see his fucking Reddit post about how there's a cheater on the enemy team just raping his team. That's probably one of my hangups with Soviet planes. I'm trying to go faster with ballistic stuff for 77, but I'm making it harder to myself to not properly going fast. R-77 is honestly not a very good missile for BVR. Like, on some occasions it might be worth it to try to go high and fast to give it a little bit more use, but if you stick to trying to do BVR on Russian planes, it's not gonna go well for you. Like, Russian planes, like, well, anything that has the normal R-77 is meant to be played at closer ranges and joust with people. And especially on the S-27SM, or even the premium flanker, like, your radar is so dog shit that a lot of times you cannot rely on the radar to find the targets for you. So usually the way you play these planes is you let people get close to you and you kill them with vertical notch. And you counterfire. That's where the R-77 is the strongest. I'm gonna leave this shit. I don't give a fuck if I lose. Wipe the AI for a score and ticket bleed. Might as well to fail in time. Do I join again? There's no teammates in there anymore. I'm gonna join again just to make sure I win. Although I really don't have any good cast loadouts. So I don't know what am I supposed to do. There was a teammate. Oh, there still is a teammate that is bombing a lot. Oh! The guy left! Alright, there you go. GG's. We won. I had a suggestion, is the premium MiG-23ML still good for grinding in Sim? Should I buy it? I would say it is good, but it's gonna be very difficult to play. Mostly because of the RWR. So the RWR on that thing is the same one as the MiG-21 BIS. It's literally fucking useless. So, if you want to use the MiG-23, any of them really, you probably need to use your radar a lot. So here's something you need to keep in mind. So the MiG-23s have a special radar mode that is called Search MTI. And this is for moving target indication. So it's basically like a pulse Doppler mode. So you can actually detect and track people that are flying very low to the ground. But it's not as good as pulse Doppler. So for the most part, on the MiG-23s, because your RWR is so dog shit, you really need to rely on your radar to make sure nobody sneaks up on you. So you have eyes, but you're completely deaf, basically. You just have to be looking around as much as possible, and you have to micromanage your radar as much as possible. So this MTI mode is genuinely really fucking good for picking up and tracking people that are very close to the ground. But this mode only works if you're flying below 1500 meters from the ground. If you fly a little bit too high, then the mode becomes unavailable and you will not be able to see jack shit. So the only way to use this radar mode is by flying low. And also, you need to be pointing your nose like level with the horizon or below it. Like, pay attention to my radar screen, right? So I'm in the MTI mode that is very reliable for finding people on a deck. If I point my nose up, it automatically disables itself and I am unable to get back in it again. So the only way this radar mode works is basically just point your nose below the horizon. It's the only way. And you also have a really powerful IRST. So you have an infrared sensor that is capable of detecting the IR signatures of planes. It's honestly really fucking strong. Like, depending on the plane you're tracking, you might be able to pick them up from like 20 kilometers away, for example. So the way you play the MiG-23s is you try to fly close-ish to the deck, if possible, to use your MTI mode. Now, your MTI is going to allow you to find people that are flying on the deck, like close to the ground. Once you find somebody, you log them, so you can have a better idea of where they are, so you know you get a little like indicator on the HUD where they are. And before they get too close, you can use IRST and track them with IRST to maybe pick them up by surprise. Like, if you find them and you manage to sneak up with IRST, they don't even see you, you're gonna collect a free kill. Like, it's a very ratty plane. It's basically an interceptor, like ambush kind of thing. And you also have really serious hands for dogfighting. But like, the main thing about the MiG-23 is, like, the premium one has a very dogshit RWR. So you will barely get any situational awareness from that. So in order to compensate for it, I think your best choice is just to micromanage your radar as much as possible to compensate for the shortcomings of the RWR. That's unfortunate. Didn't we have sales in game like a few days ago? That sucks because I don't think it's on discount anymore. I think if you want to have like a turbo, super easy, enjoyable time grinding Russia, you just buy the premium SU-30 because this thing is overpowered and has no opposition. So I guess if you only care about grinding, if you want to do it the easiest way possible, this is the plane to use. Literally. Has no opposition at all. Eric having a 67 meltdown again. Where? There you go. So, what do we do next? Man, I'm really enjoying the 14.0 Hornet. It's such a based plane. Oh, look at this shit. Look at that. How about we go say Afghanistan? Oh, you're playing on PS5, the sale is going to start later. I'm gonna be very honest with you. If possible, I would recommend you get the premium flanker instead. Like, don't get it wrong, like the MiG-23 ML can be really fun, but that thing is gonna be very annoying to fly because you're gonna have to put in a decent amount of effort into maintaining awareness, and that's gonna get really annoying really quick. And also, I think the plane is just way more sensitive to being up tier because, again, your situational awareness with the RWR is genuinely really fucking dog shit. So it's a good plane, but again, it's gonna require you to just micromanage the plane way too much. You're gonna be having to look around way too much, and you're gonna have to put in a little bit too much work. So it can be very annoying. Like, honestly, if you have the money to buy the premium SU30 instead, as long as it's on discount, of course, then by all means, like, I would recommend that one. It's gonna be so much more enjoyable because the premium SU30 basically has all the tools you need for the VR it's placed in. It has digital RWR. The radar is dog shit, but it gets the job done. Flight model is really good. You have R-73s, you have 10 missiles in total, and every single one of those 10 missiles is really fucking good. Like, it's a fucking great package. Okay, they have one runway here on center, and one there. So I think around there, and there, and there. The thing with MTI is that it needs to see the ground so it can measure the ground speed and track the difference in planes. I mean, well, for the most part, it works very reliably anyway. So yeah, I know it needs to see the ground. That's why it disables itself if you're flying a little bit too high, I guess. But also, the MTI mode on the Mirage F1C doesn't do that. So I guess Russians are just bad at making radars. Surprise, surprise. Man, I joined and everyone just started leaving. What happened? there was 8. I think there was 8 dudes on the enemy team when I joined, and now there's 2 less. Oh no. Oh, I see a couple messages above. R27s are good because of their immense off-the-rail speeds and good turn. Yeah, but they're still Fox 1s, unfortunately. The advantage of the SPO-15 RWR is that it gives you a range estimation of whatever is pinging you in the cockpit. And it also has IFF, keep that in mind. That's why the MiG-23 MLD is significantly better than the premium MiG-23 ML. Like, the SPO-15 at 11.3 is genuinely really fucking strong. You get range estimations of whatever is pinging you, and you also have IFF. So the RWR can immediately filter out. Teammates. Where do you go? That's D-mid, but I don't see the bad guy. There he was. I guess he ended up turning the other direction. So this one is my teammate. This one close to me is my teammate. I'm almost sure of it. Somebody is shooting at my teammate? Yes, it was. Yeah, that's the dude. I guess he ended up turning into the other direction. Holy fuck! Yeah, I forgot these things have no pull. I should have recommended the nose a little bit more. I forgot the M120s are still M120s. Right. Somebody else in front? What's that? Teammate. Okay. Somebody up there. There he is. My teammates should have them, right? How many missiles are you gonna fire? Just fucking kill him, bro. There you go. Just kill him. Just win, bro. It's not that hard. I have detected a target right there. Careful with my fuel. I was also thinking of buying the SU-30, but I only played Sim, and the experience I had with the J11, honestly, it was frustrating. Okay, which J11 though? Because the J11 and the J11A has SPO-15, which at the VR is really bad. But the premium flankers get a digital RWR. So the avionics are already better. Never mind my own fucking business in this game without getting team killed by a fucking retard. Found somebody. I don't think it's a surveillance. No, he just bombed one of the bases, alright. We have ourselves a shitter to go. He must be annihilated, obliterated, disrespected and shamed in front of everyone. Got my Hornet full throttle. full throttle.
Attention to the map.
Yes, I see him. Multi-papping. He just merged with someone. Hold on. Teammate, okay.
Attention to the designated grid square.
Affirmative. Yes. On me. Follow me.
Oh, we have a Larper. That's gonna be funny.
Heading to the base.
Enemy Mirage. Oh, France. Alright.
Attention to the map.
Follow me.
Couple guys dogfighting now near. One guy taking off. This guy is disengaging towards my teammate in the Mirage, I imagine. Yep, they are shooting at each other already. He's using the terrain. Smart.
We need to put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
Start putting some pressure on him. Well, the mountain won.
On me. On me.
think this is gonna be my last match. He's reversing in front of guns. I need to kill him quick. There we go. Hold on. Start loitering without afterburner back to base because I don't really have a lot of fuel anymore. Oh, capture point is gone. I see something there. It might be an AI plane or a teammate. How many people are there? 6. Alright. Somewhere in there. There. He's dead.
Need backup.
That's my teammate, right? I would imagine it is. Fire this missile behind his plane so he has a harder time notching it. And I'm just gonna keep pushing him. There we go. was supposed to guard TV like ages ago. Okay, that's my team here. Alright.
Returning to the base. Roger that. Somebody cover me. I agree. Guide on me. Need cover.
She needs cover? Against what? I don't see anyone.
Guide on me.
Alright, let me catch up with Chad. Any other aircraft for USSR you suggest? I mean, if you're talking about premiums, just get the premium flanker, that's it. Oh, that was an old comment, my bad. Oh, never mind, no, there hasn't been any fucking messages in like 10 minutes. You guys are just boring. Or maybe I'm the boring one because I'm trying to just concentrate and do my thing. Now I just have a fucking unwritten joke on my Discord that making 6-7 jokes gets you banned for a day.
Air brake on. Warning. Fuel low. Over G. Air brake on. Dangerous close. Air brake on. Warning. Fuel low.
No, we are not winning.
Bingo. Check fuel.
We just need to spawn camp them harder. Go, my Hornet. Teach the entire scene community what you're capable of doing when you actually have hands. That guy seems to be going very fast. 1.4. This guy, I think it's another F-16. Let's have a look to my right. these guys at the front. And I'm gonna disengage towards the left to keep the other guys far away from me for the time being. This guy's bombing, I think, no? Yeah. The base is like south of his position. He just merged with a teammate, seems like. I'm gonna try to engage this other dude. Maybe not, my teammate is cooked. I think my teammate is very cooked. Yes. I see both of them. That's a team kill, well done. Oh, no, missed, okay. Please hit. Come on. Mirage and Hornet. Convoy is shooting at something. Visual. Right there. Holy fuck, I'm way too high. I'm contrailing right now. I'm visible to everyone. That's a teammate, I believe. Mirage. He's going over terrain. Let's see if we can ambush him. He's being shot at by teammate. Bomber formation. He is very close. Come on. Off the rail. Thank you. Holy fuck. He's going over terrain. I think he will not be able to multi-path this one. Wait, that's... No, I'm shooting at a fucking AI, bro. Hypersonic AI going Mach 2. Cool. Alright, go easy on the fuel now. Slowed down a lot. There's not that many people anymore. Unfortunate. $15 behind. There. Oh, he's running away. Not anymore. Just turn around. almost missed. All because of fucking dumbasses. They're partying me. And he crashed. Well done. Maybe if only the fucking M120 killed the dude, but no. It's always too much to ask. Because it just happens that Americans make the worst fucking hardware imaginable. You run out of fuel. Sucks. You're supposed to shoot it at 50 kilometers. Sure. Wasting my missiles. They're never going to hit to begin with. Hey, how about we make a missile that is completely fucking useless, except for flying in a straight line? It's like they created the M120 around the 5th gens, so they could fit in the internal bay. But then, the reason why they don't move away from the M120s, it's because, again, they want them to fit inside the bay of 5th gens. So they basically just... They basically just cooked themselves when they decided the fucking M120 around the 5th gens, dude. They designed the missile around the 5th gen so it can be carried inside internal bay. But they also designed the 5th gens around the missile itself. So even if they introduce the AIM-260, it's gonna be a very, very small fucking missile that's barely gonna be an improvement over the M120. Surely that's not like money laundering when the percent chance of these missiles hitting are low as fuck. Yeah, like, this fucking missile only hits against people who are AFK, literally. I guess it would be... It's really fucking good for stuff like the Eurofighter or the F-15E, which can go really fast. But that's it. That's where the only advantage ends. This is not Panther, is it? It is. point where I could get rid of incoming missiles so fucking quickly that I only spend like maybe 5 seconds defending, and I'm immediately putting pressure back again. So even if you nail the technique really fucking well and whatnot, like if you spend 1 second too much defending, the other guy has already got nose on it, he's already fired a second missile at you. So you have two choices. You either keep defending and give away your position because the guy is gonna keep getting closer and closer, that guy being me. Or you gamble to recommit your nose towards the guy, and well, there's a missile already coming towards your face. That is very suboptimal. And at most you force a trade. Okay, these two dudes traded. How many people are there? There's only 5. The US design a missile around a plane, put it on other planes, and call it a day. Yeah, and then gaslight the entire world into making them believe the missile is actually coded. Like, they basically had to make an entire fucking press conference just to quote-unquote disprove the claims that an AIM-9X got flared by an Su-22. Like, I don't know, if you need a fucking press conference to disprove that a missile got flared, then I think it may have been flared by a plane from the 60s. Just maybe. I don't know, just connect the dots. And you have to make a whole press conference saying, well, actually, and then the footage you use as quote-unquote proof literally has no footage related to the actual incident, or the actual missile being fired, or the actual missile like being used. Like, as a matter of fact, the missile didn't even come off the rail, bro. No, the U9X never got flared. As a matter of fact, it never came off the rail. I genuinely think they cooked themselves so much with the AIM-120 because they designed a missile around a plane and also designed the same plane around the missile. So they cannot really afford to upgrade the AIM-120 into like something a little bit bigger, for example, because it's not gonna fit on the internal weapons bay of the 5th gens. And because they have so many fucking 5th gens, they also cannot really afford to retrofit all of them. How did my teammate die? Panther has to be somewhere on top of me. I know this dude loves to LARP. So unfortunately I didn't see any missile trail or anything. So I have no idea where he might be. For all I care, he could have fired 9M already at me right now. And I'm going to explode. Maybe not. I'm just chilling for the time being. I have so many missiles and I want to fucking use them, but there isn't enough people to shoot at. F-16 behind. I also saw a missile coming from the runway right there, so there's somebody just taking off. Now here's what I could do. I could turn on my radar and start looking for Panther. Even if I don't pick him up on radar, he is going to find me because of me pinging his RWR with background radiation. So we're gonna find each other eventually. But the thing is, maybe he would be in a far much better position to engage me than vice versa. Let's try it. I already found him. I'm just gonna ignore him for the time being. I'm gonna disengage and pay attention to the F-16. There he is. Yeah, that's Panther. See, I found him immediately and he's on deck. visual on the F-16. Is that gonna hit me? Yeah. I was trying to not overdo my pull because I was already slow and I would have started to pull a lot of AOA. Thing is, I was trying to not get slow because the slower you get, the easier it is to pull AOA on the jaw axis. And that's probably gonna cause you to misread the RWR. Like, you're gonna think you're inside the notch, but the flight path of your plane actually isn't. Because you're pulling AOA on the jaw axis, so that's what I was trying to avoid. Could have probably just dropped more chaff. Anyway. Would have been better. Wow, no way flares work against IR missiles, would have thought. See, that's the thing, there's the A9X supposedly has like an infrared imaging seeker, like bullshit, that is meant to be 100% unflareable or whatever, I don't fucking know. It's like the missile is designed to be the best in the world. And then you just have every single country on the planet just start making significantly better planes and better missiles overall with better systems. Like, if you think about it, every single fucking US 4th gen, like, they don't even have IRST. They don't even have IRST off the factory. Some of them have like very minor upgrade packages or some bullshit. But they don't even have IRST. They don't even have MOS. I don't even think they have like fucking properly designed ECM suits or whatever the fuck. Like, every single fucking formation of American planes always has to fly next to an A6 Prowler full of ECM weapons because the planes themselves probably don't have any dedicated hardware that is actually good for that. I don't know, it's kind of coping, but still, like, their shit honestly doesn't really look too great. I guess maybe it's great and amazing enough at bombing children hospitals and kindergartens in Iran and bombing sand people. That's what it's good for. I still have data link connection on him, so maybe that missile could end up hitting. He's trying to notch my missile, but he is not notching my radar, so I still have data link. He's using terrain. Oh, it's because he's being engaged by someone. Oh, he used an AT. 2070T might go. There's only 3 people, well, 4 people left. Hello, Barry. Do you get the SM mode by default on the Swiss Hornet? I don't think so. No. You have to carry the harms itself, or... yeah, you have to carry the harms to get the thing. Because this thing doesn't get the pod. I would imagine it's Panther inside the capture point because he took off recently. He's only gotten 1 single kill, I think, or 2. So I'm pretty sure it would have been really pointless for him to go RTP so soon. Thing is also, I don't think I'll make it back to the capture point in time. They're probably gonna get it regardless. Oh, we're down to 3 people. Okay, cool. The game just became a fucking waste of time. He found me. has definitely found me. Hello, Banner. There. They got the capture point.
The enemy has captured the zone.
He's beginning to recommit, so let's give him another one. He's gonna be using this terrain right there. I see him. Oh, maybe this one gets me. Hold on. Now we're chilling. He's very slow. These jouts are so funny, bro. They're firing missiles broadside until somebody dies. I recommitted earlier. So here he has to gamble into either recommitting and risking hitting the missile. That's not gonna point me. There we go. Like right there, he over-defended for just 1 second and that cost him. And that was it. He defended for 1 second too long. And by the time he got nose on me, there was already a missile on his way. And I was also very close to him, so... That's how the vertical notch jousts go. Down to 2 people. It's boring. Thing is, they also have airfields like all over the place, so if one of them just decides to take off on the airfield that is way the fuck away, I won't be able to do jack shit. I won't be able to catch them or do anything. So the only thing I can do for now is just jack off and... Oh, where? See, I need my teammates to at least ping themselves when they explode. Pieces of chaff. He's going to show up right there. I see him. Maybe he's firing at the wrong dude. I think he is indeed firing at the wrong dude. Yeah, he is defending without counter-firing at me. So he got distracted by the wrong person. I'm gonna pressure the shit out of him, and he recommits. He dies. He's going to die. That's not gonna pull if you fire right off the rail right now. It's not gonna pull. Also, because he took off so recently, he's probably significantly heavier than I am. But yeah, I think he is really heavy right now. So he cannot fire 9M at me, hopefully. Now there's a bad guy, an F-16 coming from this direction, I believe. Let's see if we can find him. Here? Yeah. It's right there. You can see how sometimes I try to play mind games with people. Like in his case, like he is on my server. He's overall a very decent player overall. He knows vertical notch. He knows what it's used for. Where is this dude? He just fucking disappeared. He's fucking gone. I never got visual on him. It sucks. Like, Pattern knows vertical notch, he knows the deal. But I think I ended up playing mind games with him because I broke his radar lock. So he couldn't really track me too well to see where I was going. So the very moment I saw him firing missiles at a completely different direction to where I was, I knew he was distracted. So means I successfully notched his radar and threw him off. And the very moment I started pressuring, he had no idea where exactly I was coming from. He had no chance to recommit. So he basically just gave up all of his position until I forced a dogfight. Where is he? I don't see... Oh, there he is. Why are you disengaging? What? Why are you disengaging? What is... What are you doing? Go 9M. Like, he didn't even merge with me, he just disengaged immediately in front of me. See, I have 3 pieces of chaff. I want to do something funny. I want to see if I can kill Banner with only 3 chaff. I'm gonna do this. He fired a missile at me. I'm just gonna notch his radar. Playing mind games again. Because I'm so close to the ground, I think I don't even need to use chaff to throw him off. let's get... I have visual right there. See, I'm playing mind games. This is autism at work, right here. Just an FYI, you can notch pulse Doppler radars and pulse Doppler seekers without chaff, as long as you're close to the ground. If you are high up, the radars are going to have an easier time picking you up and detecting you, even if you're notching. Because even though pulse Doppler radars can kind of ignore ground clutter, like, the fucking computer gets absolutely fucking saturated because there's so many signals coming from absolutely everywhere. So of course the radar is gonna have a lot harder time filtering out all the ground clutter in order to pick up the target. However, if you are like me and you're flying really high and you try notching a radar, it's not going to work unless you use chaff. Because right here where I am, the ground clutter is so far away from me that the radars basically just have an easier time just filtering out the very few radar returns you're getting. So yeah, I'm playing mind games in there. I broke his radar lock without even needing chaff. And I guess he made the mistake of recommitting towards a location that he had no awareness of. And I saw that, and I snuck up to him and killed him. Playing mind games. Carrier Larping, play Afghanistan. Well, you will be surprised to know that the match in Denmark that I tried playing, everyone left within this first sortie. So I could literally do yak shit. They all fucking left. So genuinely, it's not my fault at all. I wonder if there's a split lobby or something. It could be. Wait, where are the ethos? At the runway. Why? Like on the very first match I played on Denmark, I take a couple anti-ship missiles, I take a couple of harpoons, just fire them off. I know why he switched to the F-16. The HMD. Now here's the problem. I am about to land. By the time I take off, I'm gonna have two F-16s riding around this whole area, waiting for me to take off and shove a 9M on me. I forgot about the abandoned airfield. Yeah, this one doesn't have anything. Where is it? It's like... It's not showing on the map anymore, but it's somewhere in there. Alright, so both F-16s turn off their radar. They most definitely picked me up. They were most definitely tracking me, so... They're not picking me anymore is because they made a choice of turning it off. So now, I'm gonna have a couple rats in there to take care of.
Air brake on.
Okay, one of them is in the cap. Yeah, I literally have no teammates anymore. Might be a split lobby, I would imagine. Wouldn't be surprised. Why does this Hornet get the digital Super Hornet ICP? I have no idea. Ask Gaijin. Gaijin knows everything. And everything Gaijin says is true. So I guess if pilots in War Thunder can pull 16G sustained without any consequences, that means that pilots in real life have a fucking skill issue and they are pussies. Because they do it in game no problem, therefore it's gotta be true and realistic, right? One F-16 really far away, that's the one in the cap. How far away is the cap? 50, okay. So yeah, that one is in the cap. Both of them might be in the cap for all I know. Maybe not. My teammates are just throwing. My issue is that these guys never fucking ping themselves, bro. Just fire a missile. Here you have to make the choice. You commit and fire a missile, or you have to defend. I would imagine I'm gonna get team killed, am I? See, here's the thing, Banner. You are retaining a little bit too much speed, so you basically just allow me to reaccelerate and kind of get back to a more comfortable energy state. I'm gonna get team killed. I absolutely fucking know I'm gonna get team killed. Look at this fucking retard. I bet he's gonna do it. I know he's gonna do it. Or maybe not. Miss your only chance. made it well. It was a struggle for me because I was so fucking heavy, and I still am. I still have my missiles and everything strapped on. But he had one chance, he missed it, and that was it. That was all it took. You just... Oh, he's chat. Oh, unfortunate. Yeah, unfortunate. Do we leave, or does he does he want to keep doing the thing? The American F-18 doesn't. It gets the old mechanical one. Wait, what are we talking about? ICP, what is that? Where's the... There we go. Alright. Fucking dog shit game, always making split lobbies. I guess the Swiss Hornet have done some indigenous modifications to the Hornets. The numpad in front of the play. Oh, this one. Wow, it does nothing.
Attention to the map!
Bro, just shut up and go bomb them. Like, we're alone completely. I'm just gonna hurry up and land immediately so I can leave. Go, my hypersonic Hornet. Go! Canopy jettison. I don't see the ejection thingies. Like, the ropes behind the pilot are not there. The thingy between the crotch is not there. I would imagine this is what you use to bail out or something? I don't know.
Air brake on. Air brake on. Pull up. Air brake on. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Aubergine. Aubergine. Pull up. Pull up. Air brake on. Air brake on. Pull up. Pull up.
Yeah, grab the wire.
Air brake on.
Yeah, this has to be a fucking split lobby. That's fucking boring, dude. Like, Afghan is such a cool map to play in high tiers, and either people just leave, or it just becomes a split lobby, which makes it even worse. Oh yeah, it's a split lobby for sure. Sinai, 4 versus 8. It's probably also a split lobby because... Oh, yeah, look. It says Sinai and Panther is here. This is a different one. Alright, well, I guess game died. Wait, oh, it's... Oh, never mind. Vietnam? I kind of want to keep doing carrier larping, but there's no Denmarks, which is really surprising. There are no Denmarks. This is a split lobby for sure. I know it's a split lobby because, for one, Panther is there, and it's also very disbalanced, and it's still letting me join. That should not be the case. So. Oh, let me catch up with chat. One thing that really bothers me is the fact that in most planes we can mix and match with asymmetrical drop tanks. I can use one tank on a wing and let's say 2000 bomb on the other hand. And it's possible IRL. I mean, I don't really see the practicality of it besides just LARPing, honestly. It's like as you keep flying the plane, it starts tilting into one direction because Gaijin has not modeled the automatic quote-unquote compensations of the flight control system if the plane is disbalanced. So over time, your plane starts tilting to one side because the fuel tank on the wing is getting empty. But then if you drop the bomb a little bit earlier, you start tipping into the other side now. I don't see the practicality of it whatsoever. Man, for a Friday night, I was expecting the game to be a little bit more lively, I'm gonna lie. So... Smolensk, wow, look at this. 5 versus 0. I bet they're having a lot of fun in there. Port Moresby. Would be a fun map if there was a little bit more people, but... Afghan. I could still get the 15J. It's like F-15, it has AM3s, which are better than 9Ms. And it also has AM4s, which are better than M120s. It's like, wow, many such cases where a different nation has an American plane with better hardware. Well. It's like every single fucking country on Earth just takes American hardware and makes it better. And then the American contractors keep making the same dog shit from 35 years ago, sell it at really high fucking prices, and they take all that money and send it to Israel. That's fucking W. Fucking W country, man. That's probably what the average American would say. You would probably have to keep trimming permanently because the fuel is being consumed and the weight difference is changing every second, so it's just impractical. Yeah, and I believe the flight control system in real life should have a way to automatically balance it. But, well, it's... A lot of that shit is never gonna be molded in War Thunder, let's be honest. Wow, Tunisia? How about we play Japan on blue and go kill some flankers? This is gonna be my last one. I'm gonna play Tunisia because this is gonna be a very fast match, so... Oh, there are less people than advertised. Many such cases. Always. I'm gonna take an anti-ship missile. I'm just gonna fire it right away. Go my F2. See, like the F2 is basically an F-16 but better. Like again, they take American hardware and make it better. Jaden. Wait, this motherfucker just disappeared in front of me. Actually, MiG-29. He's firing a missile into a furball. Now I'm going to explode to a fucking teammate, am I? Okay, no. Don't. AI. You can feel the team team kill coming. I feel them. I always feel them. That's my teammate. He's engaging somebody over the water. Oh, I lost him. This guy is shooting at me. Oh, hold on. I have multiple. Where's the J-10? There's a J-10 very close to me. I don't know where he is. Ah, okay. I forgot. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. So what's happening is I forgot that the RWR on this plane has way too much fucking range. So I saw the RWR contact was like very close, but I forgot it's because the RWR on this plane just displays targets way closer than they actually are. I'm going to ignore this dude for the time being because I have a conga line of two people very juicy in front of me. I want to kill him. My teammate just exploded, I believe. Yeah, he did. One down, two down. There's one dude in front. This is the guy that I chose to ignore. Oh, hold on, careful. My fuel, I forgot. This thing's fuel consumption is horrible. Okay, the guy that snuck past is dead.
Check fuel. Air. Check fuel. Air. Bingo. SPAA. Bingo. Check fuel.
Convoy just below me, gonna be careful. Flanker.
Check fuel.
Oh yeah, I have to be a little bit careful with this one because there's a convoy just below me. If I dip too much, I die.
Check fuel.
Flanker right there. immediately because I don't want to get shot at by the convoy. There you go, we won. There's nothing on this airfield except for the AA. Nothing on this runway either. Where are they then? There's only 2 guys spawned in. Ah, one of them snuck past and is shooting at someone. Okay. Well, something interesting just happened there. Okay, here's one of them. He is probably gonna die soon. There's a missile in the air going towards him. Yep, teammate is chasing him. Don't shoot at me. No, that's bad.
Just keep it up, and victory will be ours.
Warning, fuel low. Warning, low.
That can be done. Reminded me of Girl Inside when you're into when the gun says, "He's right in front of us, shoot him," and the other guy replies, "I don't have a fucking..." I think I remember the audio from... Okay, well, yeah. See, when I saw the lobby selection screen, I thought, oh, people want to play Tunisia willingly. That's why they join Tunisia, in order to play Tunisia, right? Makes sense. Well, I've barely been in the air for like 10 minutes, and that's it. GG's.
Attention to the map.
It's taking off. You see, maybe I'm just way too fucking retarded and stupid and naive. Because I saw people playing Tunisia, so I assumed, oh, they want to play Tunisia. So if they want to play Tunisia, how about we join Tunisia and play Tunisia with them? But it just happens that they don't really want to play Tunisia. They just don't want to play Tunisia anymore for whatever reason. And he crashed. That's the ground. Look at this fucking... There's so many ground units in there. Gigantic fucking convoy, bro. Joiner? Oh, joiner.
A little more effort, and victory will be ours.
The incident from the Tone of Sidra. Yeah. From what I read, apparently the TWS mode of the Tomcat was showing the incoming targets as if they were coming head-on at all times, when in reality they were not. So the Tomcat started following protocol, where they just basically like crank into one direction into another and see if the incoming targets would still go head-on towards them, and then they would crank into the opposite direction and check if the targets are going the same direction. And I think by around the second or third time, if the targets are still coming head-on towards the target, towards the Tomcats after the cranking in the protocol, they are like allowed to fire. And then the weapon systems officer started like firing a Sparrow without taking into consideration the opinion of the pilot. So on, so on. So I think kind of the Like the Libyan dudes
SPAA.
ended up being shot down despite them basically like minding their own business, so to say. It's been a while since I read about the incident, but I think something along those lines is what happened. Just TWS mode on the Tomcat displaying targets
Air.
wrong. This guy is taking off. Man, that SPA wants me. What do you mean cover? You don't need cover.
Victory is close.
No, you don't. Oh, that's a 27 SM. I wonder what is gonna happen to him if I fire a very chunky Fox 3 with a very big warhead
SPAA.
on top of his head. See, that's one really fucking cool thing about the AM4 is that it has a really chunky warhead. So against multi-pappers is absolutely fucking excellent. There's a bad guy here too. The situation developed into a furball and one may got shut down with a 9L. Good kill, good kill. It was a fucking MiG-23. That was just a couple of MiG-23s that were probably just in patrol, just minding their business. Probably also a bunch of miscommunication, like, happening all over. Oh, somebody exploded. Yep. Somebody got fetus delitus. And the bad guy also got fetus delitus. Yep, that's the third. And those are two of the only American kills in Tomcat. Most of the kills of the model were from the Iranians. Yep. Hey, the Iranians are the good guys. Let's give them Tomcats. Oh, wait, no. They are not... they're not allowing us to use them as a fucking oil whore. And they're setting boundaries and saying no to the United States of America, the best country in the entire planet, by the way. We cannot allow that, so from now on the Iranians are bad. Because how dare you say no to the country that wants to rape you?
Attention to the designated grid square.
These guys are like, oh wait, no, the people in this country have boundaries and they don't want us to fucking rape their natural resources and exploit their people. Oh, it's time to label them as communists, so we can just tell President Roosevelt to send the US Army so we can overthrow the government, install a puppet, thus allowing us to rape Latin American countries even harder. I actually genuinely wonder how much of the communist claims in Latin America were actually true. I actually wondered to which extent that communism actually exists in Latin America. Because the United Fruit Company was basically making up the communism every single time either the government or the workers said no and asked for better working conditions and something a little bit less dogshit than modern day slavery. They're like, nope, these guys want an actual wage instead of being paid with coupons, which they can only use on the enclaves. No, these guys are communists. I'm gonna tell Roosevelt about it, and he's gonna send the US Army and we're gonna rape the country even harder. So anyone who says no to Uncle Sam is a communist. Are we LARPing the World Cup? Nope, I don't give a fuck about sports. This is split lobby. Man, why does the fucking game look so bleak, dude? Yeah, alright, well, there's no Denmark today. People don't want to play Denmark. They don't want to play Kursk either. They don't want to play Tunisia either. And nobody wants to play. Oh no, Simple showed up. Time to go. Oh, what are these things? Look like little horns. What a fucking dog shit game. Alright. I will fuck off and do something else. So, sorry for the deceiving stream title. There's no LARPing, no carrier LARPing today because nobody wants to play the map where carrier LARPing is possible to begin with. So, GG's. Thank you guys for hanging out. No, see you around, see you around, see you around, see you around, see you around. Sinful embassy in my country suffered a coup because the government was communist. Guess who was behind it? Yeah, who the fuck would that be? Who would that be? So if you're Latin American, you would understand, of course, like you were taught about it on school and high school. Only issue is that I guess maybe now you start to realize that communism probably didn't really truly exist in Latin America as much. There was influence, sure. But I think most of the communist claims that communism exists in Latin America were basically just made up completely by the US. Just so they could go babysit their beloved United Fruit Company so they could hold more control over the region. And just exploit all the natural resources. So all the fucking privileged whites in North America could enjoy bananas. You should actually look up what they did in Colombia, how many civilians they massacred. All for bananas. Like, they started advertising bananas so fucking hard in the US, everywhere, at all times, that they said, oh, did you know you can make pancakes with bananas? Did you know you can make smoothies with bananas? Did you know you can put bananas on cereal? Like, they started shoving bananas up somebody's ass, like everyone's ass, so fucking hard, just to... Because they had so much fucking... like supply, they had to fucking sell it somehow. So, rape the entire region of Latin America, take bananas into the US and shove it into everyone's mouth. Oh, and also the Cuban Missile Crisis is the worst event in history because let's ignore the fact that the United States have nukes literally in Turkey next to USSR doorstep. So they're like, you know what, you want to have nukes in our doorstep, we're gonna do the same. And then the Americans got butthurt so fucking much that they actually ended up changing their legislation to just put so many sanctions on Cuba, it's basically a genocide. So yeah, the American government makes sure to put all of those sanctions on Cuba and write them so hard on their constitution that no country ever on earth probably will be able to get rid of those sanctions. So that just means that people in Cuba are being starved to death by the US because for once they had nukes, and second of all they also dared to rebel against the United States because apparently raping the continent is not bad because I do what I want, and if somebody says no to me, they are communists, and communists deserve to be killed because how dare you say no to Uncle Sam. Anyway, I'll fuck off. See you guys around.